Hi everyone, this is Haris and Hamad, and today we are listening to one of my all-time favorite bands, if
Correction.
not the.
Correction. Not your. Our.
Okay, okay. So, one of my all-time favorite bands and Hamad's, if not the best ever, if not the best ever, right? So it's
Mm,
I find it hard to rank them,
mm,
and also within this band's context, the track we are listening to is also one of my favorites. Maybe not the favorite from this band,
mm,
but I also find it very hard to rank those.
mhm,
Someday we would hear the other counterpart, which I feel that sometimes it's my favorite, sometimes it's my favorite. The track name is Jalan,
mhm.
and yeah. Uh, I wanna before I start, I wanna emphasize that this track is what you should call good music, and how. Uh, these guitar solos, the intros, the outros, the vocalist, every single thing is absolutely top notch. Now, worth mentioning that this track came out back in 2001,
Mm.
and the quality of the
Quality.
upload here is not that pristine, because again, age.
Mhm.
Even so,
Still.
even so, I mean, we will talk about it. Want to add anything?
No, no, no. Just listen it together.
All right. Three, two, one, play. Oh, this
The pristine voice of our.
the warmth of acoustics and with the bass.
फिर वो जलन फिर वो ही आस कब तक रहेगी मन की ये प्यास ये धड़कने कब तक चलती रहेगी जब तक ये आस लेके प्यार आँखों में तुम एक बार आओ ना
Ah.
कैसे कटेगा जीवन इस आस में यादों में आओ या फिर मेरी बाहों में आओ ना
The control he has over his voice is
Notice how subtly, first solo.
sublime. Ecstasy.
The simplicity in the solo.
आ रही है तेरी याद दिल मेरा फिर बेकरार देखे निगाहें रास्ता तेरा कटे ना रातें दिल लगे ना हाँ मिलोगी ये एतबार है ना
The bass.
मिलोगी तो इस तरह है
Every single thing.
रहता हूँ मैं
And the second solo is also brilliant.
यादों मेरी यादों में आओ ना
Oh,
The drum. Oh, this solo every time.
यादों मेरी यादों में आओ ना या फिर मेरी बाहों में यादों मेरी यादों में या फिर मेरी बाहों
outro.
Oof, oof, oof outro. Speechless. Speechless. Simply speechless.
Every single thing about this track, every single thing about this track is brilliance, brilliance all over. Every single thing. Now, whoever is listening with us this track, I would urge them to listen to it again without vocals. So, of course, there is no such version without vocals. Listen to this track, just filter out the vocals, all right, and just listen to the instrumentals. It's such brilliance, every single thing about this. I mean, I can go on and on and on and on about this track, on and on. The intro, the outro, the transitions, the
Solos.
subtle introduction of electronic guitars, the lead guitars, the two solos, both of them extremely brilliant. Both of them, the riffs, the warmth in the riffs, the temperature of the riffs, the the conversation in solos, every single and the vocalist. I don't even talk about the vocalist. Don't even talk about the vocalist because what can you talk about? But the bass throughout the track, the bass, the drums, how they swerved with the melody, how they followed the melody, how they made melody, the drums. You wanna yeah, you wanna see how melody is made with drums? Listen to this again.
True. Absolutely.
You wanna
There,
see how
there
yeah
could
how
be
to
an
have a conversation?
entire separate video done only on each individual instrument of this particular track. You pick the drums, you can do a complete video on it. Simply.
You can write a thesis on why this track is so complete.
Absolutely. I would also
No.
like to mention, I think the keys, which are certainly
Every single thing. I mean, the subtlety, how they come, how they ease in, how they ease out without any, apparent transition,
hmm,
how they support each other. Look at two solos. So, I mean, I've always said that if you wanna listen to solos done right, listen to Aaroh.
hmm, hmm,
We have heard so much music, and it's also all relative. I understand that. Western music, Western solos are completely different, but in Eastern setting, if you want to listen to solos done right, you know solos that can converse with you, solo
true.
that can tell a whole story, listen to Aro.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, I always felt Aaroh was ahead of its time. I personally feel
Way ahead, way
way
ahead
ahead.
of it.
Yeah, if they would
The
have been,
music.
the music is timeless. The music is timeless. you tune in today. I hope someday we. I know the quality is not
So
polished, but even then, how easily you can filter out each and every instrument is just remarkable. I was talking about the
it's
bass.
remarkable.
You just it's so easy to filter out bass only in this track as well.
The acoustic guitars, the two lead guitarists,
Absolutely.
the riffs. So when it comes to showing off the brilliance of their music, Sawal is the other track that is my all-time favorite. It's a track to listen to. This is where they have laid everything bare in the track Sawal, where they are just every single thing they have done is beyond.
Yeah.
The skills are on display through and through. And this track, as I keep saying, so we listen to a lot of music, and I say this often. To have a nice guitar solo, you don't have to have like shit ton of notes jammed in. You don't need to shred the guitar. You
Hmm.
just need few notes, and the transitions between notes can tell everything. And this is
Hmm.
example. You know.
Absolutely.
So what they have done is they haven't displayed their full range of skills, but only what was needed for this
True.
track. Only what was
True.
needed. And again, it's not always about showing off. Now in the track Saval, it's not also that they are showing off the range of skills. It was what's needed in the track, but the track demanded their whole range, and we will listen to
Absolutely.
it someday.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah,
I mean the
what
versatility of each and every musician of this particular band. We did Na Kaho, I think months ago,
way back, yeah.
way back, and even in that track, you can see how they have molded themselves into an entirely different kind of, I wouldn't say genre, but different kind of song, different kind of composition, and even then there, you see the skill that these guys possess. You just hear it out. You have talked about the instruments. I would just want to talk about Farouk and his voice a
Farouk.
bit. I mean, how pristine his voice is, how wonderful his control is. If you ask me, there are two vocalists in Pakistan. I mean, there are plenty of good vocalists, plenty of good artists. But if you talk about my two personal favorites who I can listen to any day, if they would sing anything, even without instrument, those are Farooq and Ahmed Jazzy. Every
Hmm.
single time they sing something, it feels like you are listening to something out of this world. So pristine, so clear voice he has got. It's सुथरी आवाज एकदम जो बिल्कुल
But not only that, not only the accuracy, the skill of the vocalist Farouk, but also the deployment of it,
yeah absolutely
how it is employed
hmm
for what purpose, and the way this has been sung, how the way it has been emoted is how pristine that is, how accurate that is. So there's another track of Aaroh called Aar Ki Tarah,
hmm.
and the
My personal
agony in that
favorite
track.
my personal favorite
Absolutely. So Aar Ki Tarah, Sawal, Jalan are like top three of mine as well,
hmm
and I can't really say which one is my like the favorite, but in that track, the agony,
hmm
you can hear the agony in his voice. Now in Sawal, he's actually asking a question, the Sawal,
yeah
and the pleading in his voice, to search for answers, the desperation for answer.
especially during the
It's
verses yeah
oh,
especially
it,
during the verses
and in this track, the Jalan,
mm.
the the agony of the weight, the
Mm.
separation, the it's mostly about weight. It's mostly about wondering
Carrying
when
the
that
weight yeah
person will
mm.
come to
Mm.
him,
yeah
and it's yeah, it's I mean it's good. I said good music. It's one of the best music in execution.
yeah absolutely
I mean, we are biased. It's our favorite, but if again, I would request all of whoever is listening by like right now until now are rambling. Just go back, just go back and listen to it by filtering out the vocalist voice.
Mm.
And furthermore, they have an instrumental track in the album called Hoor.
Hoor. I was going to.
One of my all-time favorite instrumental tracks. And this is where the instrumental genius is just on the forefront, you know,
True.
because when we listen to the track, Farouk usually takes the highlight, the limelight, because this is how good
He
Farouk is.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
But Hoor is, yeah, if you wanna see, man, their whole album. So you know, I have said this multiple times, that when you listen to albums, there are very few albums in which, or if they have like 11 tracks, all
All of
11
them.
tracks are really good. They're
Mm.
hit. And the first album, the top album that I've ever heard, in which all the tracks hit, is Aaroh's.
Mm. We will discuss.
I mean, there are others.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would love to discuss about the most prominent albums or the bands that have come out of Pakistan someday.
I mean, there are albums from Junoon. All the tracks are really good, amazing in their own right.
Yeah.
But I have a bias because this came out when I was, I don't know, 11, 12
11, 12, yeah.
year old,
Mhm.
and I grew up listening to this album, and oof, every single track.
Absolutely. I think it's best that we don't talk more about this band in general in this video, because we would keep on rambling about them, and I think we would lose track of time, certainly, because that is the kind of music that they have done. And as I said, I always felt that they were ahead of time, and I really miss them, just to put it this way. I just miss this particular lineup. What brilliant artists they were.
What could have been?
What could have been? What could have been, simply. All right, let's conclude it over here. We will listen to more Aaroh tracks for sure, because they are our all-time favorites for sure. So let us know your thoughts around it, and do throw in some suggestions if you can. And yeah, we'll catch up on the next one then. Until then, take care.
Bye bye.
Bye.